What's up, everyone? So back with the songs I would like series. This one's a little different. I took a break from this because the game leaked and all the songs came out, so it was just like, well, you know, it's kind of odd talking about songs that are in the game when honestly I went and listened to most of them because they're so good. But they just announced Joker, who's the first one in the DLC pack, and we know with each DLC character there's going to be songs coming with them, so we can do these discussions around the songs that will come with the DLC characters. And now, I personally love Persona as a series, but I have not played Persona 5 yet, so I brought with me an expert, you may say. So with me is Virum.
Hello, lovely people. I have indeed played Persona 5. It is a fantastic game, and I eagerly await when my friend McDareth plays it.
Soon
and
enough.
of course, yeah. And of
Probably
course, there's a fantastic soundtrack in said fantastic game.
Some, you might even call him the Black Joker. I think that's fair to say.
I've yet to hear anyone actually call me that, but I hope it happens.
All right, we got it. We're gonna start it here. Okay. Okay, so basically same thing as I filled him in earlier to how things are, but what we're gonna do is a little different. So normally I like discuss the song, kind of the song of the game and kind of what it means, but because I haven't played Persona 5, I thought it'd be cool to have Virum come in, give me like the songs that he really likes from that game, give it a listen, and we kind of discuss the song after. So see how this goes. Might be hell to edit, but it'll be fun. All right, so what's the first song, like one that really eases us into the sounds?
All right, the first song has to be Last Surprise, the main battle theme of the game. Absolutely fantastic track, iconic vocal track of the game. Everybody loves it. It's amazing. And honestly, and this is gonna be like, I think a possible recurring thing with the vocal themes of this game. I don't know how they're gonna work, but in my mind I thought there's a potential where they could do the whole thing that they did with the Bayonetta vocal themes, where they instrumentalize them. But if not, then yeah, honestly, and the same thing applies to the plethora of amazing vocal themes in this game. But Last Surprise is definitely an essential track that really has to be in the game.
You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done, but the time is hit you. You're not surprised.
Okay, so I had to listen to it again. It's like, yeah, I don't know many Persona 5 songs, but I know the chorus of this song, of course. I feel like anyone knows that. So it's just like, yeah, well, I feel like I don't know if they take away the vocals. Because, like, I get with Bayonetta. Okay, that's kind of hard. Because I was going to say with Bayonetta, it's like, yeah, it's a little, you know, it's a little different. But then I thought, like, the Sonic songs all have the vocals, and that's Sega. It's like, well, Bayonetta's technically Sega too. And that doesn't have it, so.
Yeah, it's all dependent on the licensing with the musicians. I don't know how it would work with Persona, but I think they could probably work an instrumental version if possible, maybe with like a lead sax or something. I don't know, but
yeah,
obviously
something to fill in where the vocals would be.
Yeah, obviously the vocal theme would be ideal though.
I'm trying to think, because like Persona has done crossovers with like Phantasy Star, and in that they do play the music, like the music has a vocal still, but that's like a direct Sega game, so maybe it's slightly different. Though it's like a cross with like the dancing games, but like whenever they have like a concert in Phantasy Star, they still play the music from Persona.
Okay.
Alright, good start.
And then there was also a Grand Blue crossover.
Oh yeah, TLTC told me about that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works out though, so I don't really know the details of that one.
Yeah, I don't. You just told me the Joker was in it, but besides that, I don't know. Bro, I just okay. Oh wait. I was like, I'm seeing lines. Okay, So what do you got next?
All right, so on the topic of more iconic themes in the game, Life Will Change is probably the next one. And unlike Last Surprise, Life Will Change also has a really, really good instrumental version that's quite different from the vocal version. So I think there's a possibility of both being included if, let's assume that there will be vocal themes in the game. There's a possibility of both of those tracks, I think. And I think they would just be generally really good additions. Life Will Change is often, the instrumental version in particular is often played during kind of escape sequences. So it's a lively track that really fits the mood of Smash, I feel.
So you know that we out there, sliding lines in the making. Can't move fast without breaking. Can't hold on or run for change. And our voices ring out there. Took the mask off to be free. Falling out in the debris. Now we know that love will change.
So when hearing the intro to the song, I just realized that's the one they used in the trailer that announced him. So they used, I believe, it was the instrumental version of this song. So I think, unless I'm wrong, I feel like, because I haven't heard the song before, but I recognize it from the trailer. So I feel like probably got this one. I did all. Honestly, I really like it. I like how it builds up. Because
Yeah.
like whenever I rewatch that trailer, I like the way the song like builds up and really builds into like just the action that's going to happen kind of thing. So I want to jump in here and add in a song because as someone who I like Persona, but my Persona that I've played a lot is Persona 4. So the song I really wanted from the Persona series is I'll Face Myself from Persona 4, because like to me it's crazy that that's whenever I can mod in a song into Smash or like put a song in PM, I always put in I'll Face Myself and I always put in Bloody Tears. And now there's a chance that both of those, well, both the series are now represented in Smash, and the chance that both of them will just be in the game.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, honestly, it is a fantastic track. Obviously, iconic track for Persona 4.
Even with like the 8-bit version on the one boss fight, it just, oh, that song is so good. Okay, so what do you think next for Persona 5?
I'd say next is probably got to be Rivers in the Desert. That theme is one of the endgame themes. It plays near the end of the game, and it's one of the boss themes near the end. It's not like the final boss theme, but it's another one of the big iconic vocal themes of the game. And it also has an instrumental version, but the instrumental version kind of works. It's the same, but without the vocals, and it kind of works to build up into the main version. But yeah, that's another really, really good track that I think they could and should slide in.
A river in a dry land, the last is in a lost head. When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for demon. Oasis in the sea,
this is a song, like, I've heard the name of this song a lot, but never really listened to it. Not giving it, like, it was way different than I thought, because I feel like a lot of the Persona 5 music that I've heard is very jazzy. This one was very, like, very leaning towards techno, and then the singing the instruments in the back bring back that really jazz feel that I felt like a lot of the soundtrack has.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. I like the mix of it. Okay, so the last one's normally the big one. So what song do you really think just like is Persona 5?
Ooh, this one's tricky because I feel like I'd go for two different songs here, and the three that I mentioned already are the ones that I would most immediately associate with the game, but there's a couple more. The first one being Blooming Villain, which is one of the main boss themes of the game. It's actually not a vocal theme, but it's a really, really good track, and I feel like one of the big things with that game is that it's not only just a Persona 5 sounding track, it's a track that sounds like it could fit into the previous Persona games as well. It sounds like something that would line up nicely with like Persona 3 and Persona 4 soundtracks, the instrumental tracks in those games. The second one that I would think, and this would depend on what the stage for Joker would be, but the second one I think would be the Whims of Fate, which is the only palace theme that is a vocal theme, and honestly it just sounds fantastic. It is so jazzy and cool, and it really ties with the main, it really ties with the overall kind of feel of the Persona 5 soundtrack. And the reason why I think this track is a possibility is simply because of the casino stage's potential as a stage. It's actually the very first location that you see in the game, and it appears later on as well. But yeah, those would be my two go-to tracks afterwards.
This is a new thing for this series. We actually got 6 songs. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, I actually gave both, just listen to both. Yeah, Winds of Fate feels like, yeah, like you said, it really fits Persona. I think I need to see it with the state, or with the palace to really get the feel for it more. Or if it's Persona 5, I mean, and then Blooming Villain, I could have seen it in like Persona 4.
Yeah.
Okay, well those are 6 songs that, you know, for Persona, I like we said, and maybe we did this before, but like the fact that this character's in the game is insane.
Yeah, I think you can bend the rules slightly for a character of his magnitude.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. So, thank you guys
Considering
for watching.
He was the first character announced too.
Yeah, like, man, that's what's crazy. That's what's absolutely crazy every time I think about this. Like, he was the first one, and like, I'm getting ahead of myself, but he's the first one, and Nintendo's like, yeah, every character's gonna be of this caliber. It's like, okay. But we'll save that for another video that you might see very soon. All right, catch you guys later. No, okay. So, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Virum_SD. That's VIRUM_SD. I also have a YouTube, but I'm considerably less active on my YouTube. But there will be content on there coming fairly soon, hopefully.
Waiting for that Joker breakdown video like Cloud.
Oh, the moment that gameplay trailer happens, you already know it's coming.
Alright, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.